Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Trying Hard Trucking with me, WolfKCV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talents, but it looks like a pretty ugly, beat-up truck. I just put it in the garage. Why does it look so bad? Doesn't that look like it's in terrible... I just pulled it out of the garage. You saw last episode. I just pulled it out of the garage. And I was on the map. I marked the whole path on the map. End of the last episode. And all I did was... I think I advanced the time, came here, and it looks terrible. Doesn't it automatically repair when you put it in the garage? And he doesn't do anything. Yeah, it doesn't repair. That's only in hard mode to get a repair option. Now see, it looks good there. See how good it looks there? Is it just that it's dark outside? Huh. Okay. And then when I leave the garage, put the lights on. Maybe it's just that it's dark outside. But, oh, it's just because it's snowing. That's supposed to be snow on it. Okay, I got it now. All right, my goal is to hit all these, well, pick up the one upgrade I haven't gotten yet, and also hit up these last two tasks that I have on the map, but I haven't accepted yet. So this should be pretty easy going. It's just going to be a little time consuming. And it is dark. All-wheel drive on. I did adjust the time to 6 a.m. and it's still dark at 6 a.m. And I'm not going to adjust the time always to noon. But I think that's... Which way am I getting out of here? That way? That way. Oh no, this is entrance only. Stop! No! I'm not going to stop. I try to put the waypoint marker just after the intersection so I know as I'm approaching it which direction I'm going to go. I love this baby. I did some real amazing things with this baby earlier on in this place, on this region. Go back and watch some of the earlier episodes. If you want to binge through the region, on my homepage, there's a whole section on SnowRunner, and there's playlists there in that section for each region. And so if you want to binge through any region, those playlists are in order from beginning to end. So I do recommend going back and watching the episodes from beginning to end if this is the first time you're watching it, because I did some amazing things with this vehicle. One thing I like about this vehicle is if it flips over, it's kind of round on top, as intends to roll back on its tires. Not that anything like that happened on multiple occasions during one episode, but, you know, watch all the episodes. Maybe you'll find something fun and funny. Anyway. If you just missed an episode or two, you can go on my homepage and... there's a featured games section there, and if you kind of have to open it up to get to the end to see the latest games, because I can't, there's a bug on YouTube, I can't reorder that section. All you can do is add, so I have to erase all of them and then put them back in the order that I want, which I'm not about to do. Sounds like work to me. But if you open that section up or expand or whatever you have to do, scroll through it to get to the end. Near the end, there's SnowRunner. And that playlist is the main SnowRunner playlist. That is in order of most recent episodes at the top. So if you miss an episode or two, you can go there. I produce a lot of content on my YouTube channel. I got which by the way, if you're watching on Twitch and you have no idea what I'm talking about, youtube.com/@WolfKCV is my YouTube channel. Everything that I stream on Twitch is put on YouTube, with a rare exception. Once every 3 months, I think this is going on YouTube after it happens, but once every 3 months, I do have a 12-hour Twitch-only marathon stream. The mid-fall marathon is the first week of the mid-autumn marathon is the first Saturday in November. I do it, like I said, every 12 months. So there's a midwinter first Saturday in November, mid-spring first Saturday in May. Is it May? And then midsummer is the first Saturday in August. I think I got that all right. And maybe this time I will actually set up the special that I thought kept trying to set up. I gotta contact some people. Maybe for autumn. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. I have to contact some people to make it possible, and then I have to really do a lot to promote it, which is gonna be the most difficult thing, because I don't know how to promote stuff very well. And see, this baby is really stable. I couldn't take these kind of slopes in a lot of vehicles. Certainly if you're trying to rock the Scout 800 around here and you're going up on this hill like this, you'd be flipping over 7 different times till Sunday. Speaking of Sunday, twitch.tv/RollCageTV on Sundays is when I stream the game. So if you are watching, no, see, I'm trying to drink the soda. Sorry, I had to stop there for a second. I had just a little bit of soda left in my glass, and I filled it up full of ice. I use a lot of ice, so they get extra hydration from the melting ice. But I refilled my glass with ice, and I couldn't drink the rest of the soda out of it, because otherwise the ice would have fell all over. So I had to use 2 hands to hold the ice in while I was drinking it. Anyway, yes, I'm going to go up on here because it makes it easier. I've done that before. I'm switching from clear soda to caffeinated cola, and I don't want to mix the two together by accident. And I'm trying to avoid as much of this mud. This is, if I had the ZiKZ, I wouldn't care about this mud at all. I just drive right through it. But in this vehicle, you know, I'll try to avoid this. Get on as much good terrain as I can. This isn't nearly as bad. So far, I don't think this is nearly as bad as Tamir. Ridiculous. But yes, there's quite a bit of mud here. Some pretty deep ruts to stay out of, I think. And if I'm not paying very good attention, I will end up flipping the vehicle over. It'd be a bummer. Although this vehicle has a very wide base. All of the vehicles I'm using, I've mentioned it before during the stream, so stop me if you've heard this before. And this water I know was not so deep. If I didn't know it, I could use photo mode drone to verify it. I will try not to spin the tire so much just by feathering the throttle. I don't like putting it in low gear if I don't have to. Feathering the tire. Did I say feathering the tire? Spin. Avoid spinning the tires by feathering the throttle. Yeah, that's what I said. Anyway, photo mode drone means you go into the menu, go into photo mode, and then use free. You have to change some options, like turn the vignette off. You can also make it midday and clear skies. And it's like getting out of the truck. Then you go into free cam or whatever it's called, and then within a certain sphere of your truck, you can look around. And so you can do things like move the camera down into the water just to see how deep it is. A pretty cool technique, which I did not learn from this game, but I learned from other games. A lot of games have that. A lot of racing games where you're caught in your car and you can't get out of your car, but they do let you, like Forza Horizon is a really good example. You're not allowed to get out of the car, but they do let you take a picture of your car, and so the camera can get out of the car. And so if you want to see what's over that hill or whatever, well, just use the camera and move the camera over to where you want to go. Actually, in Forza Horizons, they do have a drone you can get that has a camera. In Forza Horizons 4, I don't know if 3 had it. But before that, you know, you didn't have access to a drone. That was the way you did the drone. Just by taking a picture. kind of a cheat. I guess I wanted to go that way. Oh, I could go that way and go to the upgrade first. Yeah, I won't bother to mark the... I'm going to get so many of these things all messed up now, but I'll erase them at some point. Okay, where is... Now I've got to find the upgrade on its... Okay, there it is. Yeah, now I'm going to be fixated on where that upgrade is, but I won't be able to find the road to it. It's a path to it, up there somehow. Okay, there it is. And it's not going to be an upgrade for any of my vehicles because all of my vehicles are external to maps, paid DLC vehicles. Tune custom for the Ankh. Well, that's nice. I appreciate that. I am going to stop the engine now and try to fix all of these. Okay, I still need to get there from here, but I don't need this button, and this button. Okay, and that's cool, because that will lead me to there, and then to here, and then around there. Okay. I did them in a different order because I took a different road, but that's okay. And now I'm in a real swamp. And could I get through this swamp a lot easier if I winched myself somewhere? Absolutely could. This would be a lot easier if I winched myself. Thanks for asking. No, I'm not winching myself. It's not just because I'm a stubborn old man. It's because I don't always get to be able to winch myself. And, you know, it's good practice to not winch yourself. Know how to get through a big mud pile without winch. No, it's just because I'm a stubborn old man. It does take time to throw out the winch. Anyway. This looks messy. And is that where I want to go? I think it probably is. Yes, it is. What do you want me to do? And does it involve taking a vehicle out of here? If it does, I will go ahead and do that. Let's see. Hello, Wanderer. My name's Toop, by the way. You don't have to call me Wanderer. Hello, Toop. I have recently moved from the frosty top of the hill, closer to the water, and I had nothing to tow, my old broken truck there. Will you help me? For 3,000 buckaroonies, you want me to drive to the top of the hill and drag your sorry-ass truck down here? Yes, of course I will help you. Jeez, fuck. No, I'm not going to start tracking it. Actually, I will start tracking it because I don't think I want to track whatever it is that I've got there. This way I'll be able to see where it is. International Lodestar. International Lodestar? Isn't that a big truck? Oh, I can't see where it is anyway. Oh, that's where you got to get it from. And you are giving me 3,000 for this. 3,000 for this because you want to get close to the water. You know you're on a lake, right? Well, I mean, obviously I can get up here and do it. But I'm not doing it with this vehicle. All right. Well, I got over there somehow I got over there, in fact, with a Jeep Wrangler to be able to scout that area. So, of course. Oh, and I remember coming up here and getting the down. I did this with the Rezvani. I came up here and did the down, and then I ran down this hill, and it was a big adventure. Go watch a previous episode if you want to see some fun. Anyway, okay. And you know what? After I do all this stuff, I'm going to do these. So I'll put a point there because I'll be right close to them. I can go do them. And I'll get a couple of those contests out of the way. Yeah, I'm not gonna track that. I'll just go here and say track nothing. And if I ever leave the map, it'll reset that, but whatever. See, it is foggy. And what time of day is it? It is afternoon. It's almost foggy enough. It's not as foggy as in some places. If I'm in Alaska or when I was in Kola Peninsula and it was foggy like this, I would not be able, it would almost be whiteout conditions. So I have, if it's a little dark on your screen, I apologize. I have the brightness turned up as much as I can. And yet still allow it to be seen on a foggy day and snow. So it's a compromise, and I missed it. Unfortunately, there is no, I missed it? There is no, contrast setting. It's just a brightness setting. Oh, maybe I was supposed to go around that way. Well, took the shortcut. And I think this is the place where you don't want to fix the pipe. Yeah, because you can get through here now without the pipe being fixed. But once you fix the pipe, you cannot get through here. And so you do not want to go through here. Hold on a second. I mean, you do want to get through there. And so you do not want to fix the pipe until it's one of the last things you do. In the whole region, I wouldn't even fix it before I go to the next map. Somebody warned me of that during the last stream, and I already knew that. One from Alaska, because everything's in Alaska. Once you fix a pipe in Alaska, you have to go wander around, so you can't go through the gap anymore. But I also watched Weasel on Wheels play this region a long time ago. Speaking of things on my YouTube channel, featured channels list, Weasel on Wheels. You have to open up, go near the end to find it, but Weasel on Wheels. My favorite guy, shout out to him, my favorite guy to watch, SnowRunner. He is doing the same thing I'm doing in that you get to see everything in the game. He's streaming it and then chopping the stream up for videos. He's also a console player. He plays on PlayStation, but to me it makes no difference. Console players need to stick together unless like you play on a Nintendo run. You know, you get what you deserve. I'm just joking, of course. All console players need to stick together in my mind. So he plays on console, and this is a nice game. You can play between, you know, you can play you can play between all the different consoles and whatever else. I think the consoles are a little bit more sharing. There's some intellectual property that PlayStation own that they're allowing to share with Xbox and vice versa. Excuse me, Sam. Anyway, but consoles have come into their own. I mean, they're back popular again. And boy, do the PC Master Race players hate it. You want to play, you know, an independent game on a, you know, in an independent developer beta, you have to play it on PC. So satisfy yourselves with that. If you want to play real games, I'm joking, of course, it's real games. I was a PC only guy until my PC blew up, and I neither had the time nor the energy to fix it or get a new one. It overheated and everything went down. Because every year on a PC, there's something you have to replace. You can't just buy a PC and then every 5 years or 10 years, whatever, buy a new one. No, there's always something you have to upgrade. Because every year, games on PCs, every 6 months, you know, you'll buy the latest game, the latest PC, latest game, everything will be great. 2 months later, you'll buy another game and you have to start turning the graphics down. And another month after that, you have to start turning the clock down, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so if you want to keep up with the new games, you have to upgrade it every year at least. And if you buy it, if you need a new graphics card, guess what? You need a new power supply as well. Oh, wait, the graphics card doesn't fit in your case? Oh, you got to buy a new case. Oh, you overheating? Well, maybe you need to buy a water cooling system because the fan isn't powerful enough, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, need a new CPU now. Anyway, it's not just expensive. True, you don't have to spend like money to play. You don't have to pay a subscription to play like online like you do on most consoles, right? That's like $10 a month. Not a lot. You don't have to pay for that. No, instead you have to spend $400 every year to buy a new CPU or to buy a new graphics card. Anyway, so it's a lot cheaper. You know what you get. Yes, you get what you pay for, but that's fine. All right, how am I getting to there? I need to get to there somehow. And this looks like the way I get there. So, and how do I get to there? Okay, Somehow I need to get to there. And it looks like the way that I get to those land things are across this little area. Right? There's some kind of bridgey-like area there. That gets me to this island. Now, how do I get to this island from here? Well, it looks like... excuse me, I hope my sound filter blocked out. It looks like maybe this is a road, and so this is fordable here. I can drive near there to find out, but I probably won't be able to get past these pipes. But I did get here from across there. Yeah, that's a road there. If I can't get past the pipes from here, I'll have to, maybe I've got clearance up here for the pipes. Because if I come down here, I don't know any way to ford over to there. There might be, but let's see. I'll come over, if I can get past the pipes, I'll come over here, do the photo mode drone, see how deep the water is. I might have to come up here to get to the pipes, I don't know. So it's a little experimentation we're going to do here, folks. And oh look, I'm down to 11 gallons. All that driving. Oh, and guess what? Do I need fuel? Let me check. I do have some fuel on me. Oh yeah, I got 27, 16, and 43 more fuel. Wait, do I need repairs though? I might need repairs. Oh yeah, I got 400. I've got 150, 150, and 150 on repair. I've got 450 more repairs. Yeah, this is a great truck. It's a great scout. There are other scouts that get through this mud faster. There are other scouts that could get over rocks easier. But this thing is very, very stable. There's some other scouts that are as stable, but then can't go over rocks or whatever. Yeah, I can get through there. Pretty sure. Maybe not. Find out soon enough. If I smash my head on something, I'll know right away. No, I can't get through there. I might be able to get past there right where the thing goes in. But all around, it's a great vehicle, and I mean, I really love it. People will argue it's not the best scout in the game, unlike the Rezvani Hercules, which is pretty well renowned as the best hauler in the game. Yeah, I don't think I won't be able to get through there either. Can I get around that building? There's actually pipes that come out of that thing as well, isn't there? The pipes come out of there as well. Okay, and so that's the place I have to cross. But then how do I get to here? Now there's a road here, but I know it goes there, but I don't think it goes through there. Well, okay. I can't, yeah, but I can't get to there. All right, let's get back over here, cross, and then somewhere there's a place to ford. The light's on, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a big downhill. Okay, can I get under there anywhere, do I think, before I get to that bridge? I don't think it is. I think that's purposely why they tell you why it's like a secret joke to not fix the pipes right away, because you want to cross through here. And I don't like secret information in maps. I complained all the time with Kola Peninsula, and this is like secret information. But I think in general, you never want to take away movement options. You should, early as possible, build bridges and things like that, and yet as late as possible, give yourself obstructions. Okay, now, where would I want to go? Not here. That's for sure. Is there a way to get across to here? Or maybe to there? We will have to see. Aha! I think I see rocks in the water. Whoa, 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 slow down. Slow down there, big guy. I definitely see some rocks there. So, it's time for the old trick. X for photo mode. Make it afternoon. Clear sky. Get rid of this vignette, because why would anybody want it ever? Aperture. And now hit Y for free cam. And now we just go look around. And we lower ourselves in the water. Where would we have rocks? Well, these rocks are pretty short, pretty shallow. That might not be shallow enough. The place over here that's more shallow. Yeah, now see, this is pretty deep here. Okay, I'm gonna try to go across here where I can obviously see the rocks. And then maybe I can double back on these rocks and up that slope. I see telephone poles there, which tells me that this was once a road. Yeah, I think this is the place to ford here. So I double back to the telephone poles. Let's make it morning. Wherever the telephone pole is. And it's morning, but it's still dark. Okay, here's the telephone pole. Ouch. I will start. And where's the opposite telephone pole? It's over there. Okay. I don't know which side of the telephone pole is better. But I do see some shallow rocks here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the place for it. Oh, the shallow rocks are hard to drive on. And I somehow lost track of the telephone pole. Those wires, oh yeah, see, the wires connect from there to there, not from there to there. Yeah, I think it was supposed to be to the left of the poles. Ah! What's up, William? You're back. Uh-oh. Did you leave me a message earlier I didn't see? Or, you mean you're back watching the stream from a while back? Oh, did I get... I'm watching the... I'm driving while I'm reading chat, which is probably never a good idea. That's why I ran the thing. You're back to the stream. How long has it been? I mean, I recognize you, but I don't remember how long it's been. Ow! Well, what was that I just ran into? Well, good thing I have lots of repair points. I was just talking about how many repair points I had. Okay, let's see. I will take, not from the Rezvani. Okay, I'll get a tire from here. And then I'll do the rest of the repairs. I think from the small roof rack. Okay. Ouch! Had long days and wasn't able to appear on other streams. Rock. Yeah, I see it now. I was trying to reach out. My chat is down by my side. It's not anywhere near my view. Actually, it's not rocks. It was like wood from this framing place. Okay. Where? Okay, I don't need to go there. I don't want to go there, in fact. I want to get along this road here. So I should have stayed along there, but I went too far. So I just need to get past this framing stuff. Don't look at my phone while driving, Dad. Well, I'm old enough to be a granddad, but I never had any kids, so I don't have any family, in fact. So I got nobody to tell me what to do or to tell what to do. My viewers tell me what to do. My YouTube commenters tell me what to do. I completely ignore them, but they tell me what to do all the time. Oh, this bridge, okay. Is this the same bridge or is this a different bridge? No, this is a different bridge. I haven't been on this bridge before. Or have I? I don't know. There's got to be a better way of getting there than how I went. But anyway, that's the way I'm going. That's the way I'm getting there. I was looking at my tablet, which is down at my side. Like down at my... down near my thigh. And I can't see... Usually I miss chat because I'm looking at the screen. And I have to discipline myself to every so often looking away from the screen to look at chat. And I was in the middle of doing that, looking away from my screen to look at chat. But then I kept driving. I should be pulling off to the side of the road before I look at my tablet. I agree, but I didn't. Distracted driving. Wait, which one am I going to now? That's actually probably not the right one to get to first. I should be going around this way. I can probably get that way. So let's go around the easy way to start with. I think both of these are pretty straightforward, right? Do I do short ride first? That seems to make the most sense. It'll get me back here sooner. There's a bridge. Proceeds to go throw the water. Go into the water is what you're trying to say. Okay, let's see. I've not seen this contest before. I have no idea what it's like. But I'm assuming it's going to be finding places on this, trying to navigate through places on this little area as quickly as possible. And as quickly as possible to me is infinite amount of time, because I don't care about getting anything. I don't need the point. I don't need the buckaroonies, and I don't need the stars. So I can take as much time as I want to get this done. Oh, you hate the fact that your phone changes words. So it's yeah. I have autocomplete turned off. I'll get suggestions, but then I have to tap on the suggestions. You know, the keyboard I use Microsoft SwiftKey keyboard, which I've used bunch of them. And now I'm not like advertising for Microsoft or anything, but I've got an Android tablet and I use Microsoft SwiftKey keyboard, and it seems to work better than either the Samsung keyboard or the other built-in keyboards I found. So yeah, I really like it. It'll do autocomplete, but I have that turned off. You can automatically like capitalize beginning of sentences. I have that turned off. Excuse me. It used to auto punctuate after periods, auto space, and I turned that off. They didn't have a feature to do that, and I complained. I said, could you add that feature? And they actually added the feature to auto punctuate. Okay, am I at the short one or the long one? Stop the engine. I said, you know, if I'm putting some initials or whatever, I don't want to have a space after my period if I'm not ending a sentence, and sometimes there'll be periods I want to put down. Like if I want to type something.com, I don't want it to be .com. They agreed. And they changed it. I mean, I don't think it was just because of me. Okay, can I see the path without starting this? Here's a quick Nick Took. My friend and I have been racing in the old dredge works. Try and beat our record. Well, I'm not going to try to beat your record. Which one is this? Short ride? Yeah, short ride. There's where I have to go. Okay. Do I have to do them in order? Probably not. See, that's going to be the last one I do. I want to avoid having to go there. Maybe I don't have to avoid going across there because it looks like I can get across there. But let's do them in this order. Let's do that one, and then that one. Come down here, do that one, and then yeah, I guess I'll try to get across there. If I can't get across there, I'll just cry. I'll be fine. It might take some effort, and if I can't get across, I'll just come back and do it. And I don't think I have to do them in any particular order. It says A, B, C, D, E. Oh my goodness, I'm doing them in the order they gave me. Okay, I'm doing in the order they say. All right, so, oh, is this A? No, that's A. So why did I have a point here? Oh, my point was just there because it didn't register my thing. Okay. So now where's A? A is there. So what, I have to turn around? Yeah, I should turn around and do this. Not that I care what time I get. I do not at all care what time I get. I could do a running start and all that jazz, but no, I don't care what time. As long as I get it done. And hopefully I don't have to stay in cab view. That's the only thing I don't like, when you have to stay in cab view. I should be able to get this one done at least before I need to take another break, my last break. And now I got to do a sharp turn here. I did A, right? It was A. I have all the waypoints marked. Yeah, I'm looking at chat again while I'm driving. Can't do that. I sure hope I can get through that little ford. I'm going to be, across that road that goes in the river. Otherwise, I'll be recovering the vehicle and starting over again. Actually, I wouldn't start over again. I would recover the vehicle, come back over here, and just do the last one. Because I've got an infinite amount of time, right? Actually, I think they do stop. If you recover the vehicle, that's right, you fail. This is the right vehicle to do it. If I happen to flip off of this little levee, it's got a good chance of rolling back onto its tires. So, is this the one that I was afraid of crossing? I see rocks. I see rocks coming out of the water. I can make it as long as I stay on more or less the path. Rocks make it a little bit tougher. If I was going for time, I would actually probably take one of the big vehicles to do this. It'll be slower, but be able to get across that a lot easier. Yep. One of the vehicles has a much lower turning radius. And it looks like bronze is gonna be the way it is. Yay! Bronze! I can hear the music. I used to hum to the music, but then I would get myself confused because I hear it back in my ears 20 seconds later. Whoa, you're not bad at all. This is your reward. 900 buckaroonies. I guess that's not too bad. Anyway, let's refuel. From the roof rack. Sure. Yeah. Doesn't quite fill me up, but gets me close enough. Well, I might as well start on something else. Those last couple of gallons. Okay, now let's see. 50 minutes. I don't think I have time to do this next one, but I have time to at least look at it. Long ride. Yeah, I don't have time to do it. What order do they say to do them in? Here. 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 Now, sometimes the order they say isn't the order you want to do them in, but anyway. All right, and where does the thing start? It starts right there. So I'll get myself lined up, and I got time to get myself lined up and fix the path so that's actually where I want to be. Is this it? Long ride? No, that's short ride. Long ride is one over here. Ah! You boy. I will just go through those trees when I go. Okay, this is long ride, right? Long ride. Okay. Stop my engine. And now I got enough time to go to the map. That's pretty much a straight shot. Now this one I can go across there, but it's probably much faster. Go this way. Do I play SnowRunner with another player? I almost never do. What you're watching now is a playthrough that is going on YouTube. It's a YouTube show as well as a Twitch stream. And so this playthrough, I absolutely do not play multiplayer. It's a single player playthrough. However, I occasionally will play multiplayer, but very, very rarely, because I do stream so much and I produce so much YouTube content that I don't really do much multiplayer. I will say, if you are looking for multiplayer SnowRunner, it's like an offline. Yes, I am playing offline, single player. Esclam Snow in Twitch chat, and I'll type that for you now. That's the link to the SnowRunner Discord. Hold on a second. If you go to the SnowRunner Discord, there's I don't remember the name of the channel, Looking for Runners or something like that. That gives you a way to advertise yourself as being interested in play. And in fact, someone just earlier in the stream was looking for someone to play multiplayer. And so if you want multiplayer, that's the best suggestion I have for you, is to go to that Discord. If you don't have any friends that play, you can make some friends there. So, and maybe you saw one of my YouTube, you know, you can post your content there too. So maybe you saw my YouTube postings or a Twitch posting or something. But yeah, this world is single player, and I stream at 6 hours on Sundays. And, well, like closer to 7 hours. We do 6 episodes on Sundays, and I release it on YouTube every day of the week on YouTube at 12 p.m. U.S. Central Time, and Twitch at 6:30 p.m. on Sundays is when I do it. So, and I'm doing the entire thing, and the way I've figured it out is now if I do it for all 23, at the pace I'm going to get through all 23 regions, which there'll be 23 by the end of this year. It will take me something like, 5 years or 7 years or something. Anyway, take your screenshots. That's the path I'm going to take. I am over 55 minutes, so I'll come back to the truck and say that if you're watching on Twitch, stick around. I've got another hour to do. I can't go that way because they're building my way. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. I'll be back in just a minute or two. If you are watching on YouTube, the next YouTube episode will be the next weekday at noon U.S. Central Time, which is 6 p.m. 1800 hours, almost always in the UK, and 0600 hours the next day, almost never in New Zealand, but it'll be plus or minus an hour depending on daylight savings time and the time of year. Wait, there's an invite, ask for your email and your account. Oh no, that could be very bad. I'll come back I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. Right now, I'm signing off the YouTube episode. I hope when you're on YouTube, you come back for the next episode. Twitch, stick around. Either way, thank you much for watching, and I will see you then.